Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and today we're going to be talking about the July 2024 update for Power BI and why it's a big deal. All right, honestly, I know there's probably a lot of you thinking now, Greg, you're just being facetious again, being sarcastic, because the general community reaction to this release, from what I've seen online, has been pretty much, another disappointing release. It's garbage. And you're absolutely right about that to a large degree, especially from a Power BI desktop perspective. But there's one thing in this update that you probably missed because it's hidden. That's a huge, huge deal, honestly. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So first of all, with the July 2024 release, right? So it's got, you look at it, it's like, not much here. And the general shoddiness of these releases continues to plague Microsoft. So if I go ahead and open this link to find out more about DAX Query View for the blog, it takes me to the June 2024 feature summary, not the July 2024 feature summary. So Microsoft continues, Power BI is such a, they don't want to deal with it anymore. They just want to do Fabric. They can't be bothered to get these releases with any kind of quality, to even have like the correct freaking link, and things. So that continues. So that's garbage. So if you actually get to the Power BI July 2024 feature summary, not through Microsoft links because they don't work, they take to the wrong spot. You get a full list of here's all of what's included, right? You've got customize your reference layers and Azure Map visuals. It's hard to get excited about Azure Maps, honestly. It's a poor substitute still for ArcGIS and even Icon Map, in my opinion. It's better than the other map visuals that they've had in the past, but the third parties continue to just do it way better than they can. Announcing general availability of enhanced for level security editor. Hey, we got something in GA. That's a rarity these days. But it's hard to get excited about this. I can't really do anything in the enhanced row level security editor that I couldn't do in the old row level security editor. So it's just slapping a new UI on the same thing. DAX Query View is available in Live Connect. I mean, Live Connect nowadays is, if you're not using direct query for Power BI semantic model analysis services, it's hard to get excited. This to me is like just even this feature of Live Connect seems, it's just not a commonly used thing, I would say, these days, because direct query is so much better, I would say. Add or update multiple measures in DAX Query View. This one just kills me. It's like, now this task is very easy with the option to update the model with a single click for all measures. This is like saying it's so easy to raise children. You just throw them a high school graduation party and you're done. I mean, so what never mind the 18 years from when you had to change diapers and everything else to get them up to that point, and what they're ignoring here is that, oh no, you have to write a bunch of code, right? That probably in a format that probably not a lot of people are familiar, even DAX people aren't really all that familiar with. And so once you get done writing all of this code, yes, you can click a button and update everything. But that's the stupidest statement I've seen in a while. It's just mind-bogglingly dumb. So anyway, of course we got new connectors. There's third parties. PowerPoint, yay. Field parameter feature for custom visuals, okay. Enhanced report, okay, PBIR, it's still preview, so who cares? And of course, we got new visualizations, some paginated report stuff. But here's the one buried all the way down at the bottom. And if you look at it, it's like Power BI report server key and Fabric capacities. And you're thinking, if you just read that, you're like, who cares? What are they even talking about? Who cares about that? But it struck my attention because if you remember, back from this March announcement of basically killing off Power BI premium licensing, there was this note buried at the end where, however, Microsoft Fabric capacity is not compatible with Power BI report server. And so you weren't going to get the licenses for Power BI report server like you did in premium. All right, you had to go buy it separately. All right. That, if you watch this video, this channel, when this came out, I called this out specifically as this was BS. And it's going to cost people a bunch more money. In my at scale blog article series, I harped on this. But if you actually click on this link, Power BI report server is now included with F64 reserved instance purchases. All right, so you think of the engineering effort that had to go into this, right? Between March, because you got April, May, June, and here's July. So basically, like 3, 4 months. They took a product, Microsoft Fabric, that was fundamentally incompatible with Power BI report server, and now they made it compatible, right? Think of the absolute amount of engineering effort and development effort that took to get there. Now, yes, of course, I'm being sarcastic, right? It's whether the license was included or not. There was never any Power BI Fabric capacities were never incompatible, right, with Power BI report server, right? It's just whether or not Microsoft wanted to make a money grab to make you pay more money, right? That's all it was. So now here they're admitting it, but of course they buried it all the way down at the bottom, and you have to click the link, and then they tell you that. But this right here is huge, in my opinion. This is Microsoft admitting that they were wrong, right, and that I was right. And so anytime that Microsoft is going to admit that they were wrong and that I was right, that's a huge deal. So that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.